Hey guys, so today we're going to go over the pros and cons of living in the Florida Panhandle. So first off, we'll start with the cons. The traffic. There are several people moving in to the Florida Panhandle on a daily basis. So the traffic is getting worse and worse depending on where you're at. Santa Rosa County down, Pace, Navarre, those bigger places like that, the traffic's worse. Sometimes getting over the bridge in Milton, if you're going westbound on Highway 90, you can't get over the bridge. It takes 20 minutes. And sometimes I just decide to go hop on the interstate and get off at the Baghdad exit or down towards the Avalon exit if push comes to shove. So that's something to consider. Always make sure that you have plenty of time to get where you're going if the traffic's a little bit worse. And of course that depends on the time of day. Hurricanes. So while it is a con, we do not have bad hurricanes up here in our area. A lot of times they go right up through South Florida and on up towards the Live Oak area and on that other side of Tallahassee. We hardly ever get much off of them. Now we have, and I've seen it flood people's pools. If you got a pool on the beach or whatever, or on the bay, it may flood your pool. I've seen houses get flooded from them. A lot of times when the rain comes down up in the north, it all kind of comes down to the south and our rivers will flood. And I've seen some houses flood from the rivers rising. So that would be a lot with the rain and hurricanes as well when we have bad weather or there's a hurricane out there. Second off, it rains a lot during certain times of the year. So you're looking at summer time and springtime, and it rains and rains and rains and rains. It is so hard to make appointments to do something outside and make plans because of the rain. Now sometimes it'll start at 4 and be done by 5. But let me tell you, that 4 to 5 is just the bottom fell out. Another thing with that rain and weather is lightning storms. We've had a lot of them, and it's put a hurting on some people. No fires have been started that I know of, fortunately. Nothing like that, but it has been known to hit objects, hit our tractor before and all. So always think about where you park at stuff. Don't park under oak trees. Another thing about Santa Rosa County in particular, they have minimal focus on infrastructure. So places that are not in a flood zone are actually flooding. So Woodbine Road down in Pace floods in certain areas when we get rain. There's a place over in 89 or 87 going to J. So those houses there aren't in a flood zone, but their yards flood. Some of the roads flood because there wasn't enough focus on that infrastructure, and that's definitely something that I pay attention to whenever it comes time to vote, trying to vote in people that are actually going to focus on that before they let the builders build. So that's something to keep in mind. When you're going and looking at houses, you really want to see what they're going to do in the rain. So ask the owners, ask people, what are they going to do in the rain? Because the infrastructure is problematic in places. Other places are high and dry and no issue. Which also brings another con that we have is wetlands. We have a lot of wetlands. Avalon Beach area has a lot of wetlands. So while it's good for the environment, it's also hard to build on. So you'll see those much cheaper if you're looking to buy. But you always got to be careful on the wetlands because you don't want to disturb them. The pros, on the other hand, far outweigh the cons. So we're going to do that now. The beaches. We've got the sandiest, whitest beaches anywhere. They are absolutely gorgeous. We got the Gulf side and we got the Sound side. So you go to either side and it is absolutely gorgeous wherever you go. And I mean, if you're really looking for a breathtaking view, go out there to the beaches. Go out to Navarre Beach. We've got plenty of things to do. If you'll see my last video on things to do, you'll see we've got a lot. And we've got so much for absolutely everyone. Not just one type of person, but there's something everybody can do of total opposite personalities and likes and interests. So there's no shortage of that, and that is amazing. For outdoor enthusiasts, we've got the Yellow River Conservation Forest. We've got the Blackwater State Forest. We've got the Blackwater State Park. We've got bike trails. We've got hunting. We've got fishing. Absolutely anything you could possibly think of to do outdoors, we got it. And that is one amazing thing. Horseback riding, whatever. We've got it. And that's one thing I love about Florida. I love how our state has taken care of our forests and done nothing but acquire land. Not much has been sold. So as far as the state goes with that, and they're actually working to improve the wildlife, and over the last few years we've had so many more deer than we used to have, and that is just a big deal. That is a big deal to me. I love seeing the state take care of the land, so that's a big pro. There's a lot of military bases, so for most people that are in the military, there's plenty of bases around here. We've got Whiting Field, we've got Eglin, we've got the Navy bases in Pensacola, and there's so many that, I mean, any branch, you've got somewhere to go if you're wanting to make a move to Pensacola, or if you get moved over this way. So that's a big pro, which also opens up more job opportunities for everyone if you're interested in going into the military. We've covered the statements. Jobs. So on the jobs, we've got factories. We've got state prisons in the area. We've got about 3 surroundings. One in Santa Rosa County, one in Okaloosa, and one in Century, which is Escambia. So we've got 3 different prisons right here that are within a 40-minute drive from just about anywhere in Santa Rosa County, except for the one in Santa Rosa County, which is 20 minutes tops. So those prisons employ thousands of people. And then we've got Amazon fulfillment. We've got an Amazon factory. We've got trucking businesses all in the industrial park. There's so many opportunities. And then for schooling, you could go right over to Pensacola, and you got the Pensacola State College, and we've got tech schools. We've got it all. So that is some of the pros of this area. Whatever career field you want to go into and whatever you want to do, you can do it. So that's all the pros for Santa Rosa County, and I know I'm missing so many, but those were the top ones that are very important on pros and cons. So you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell button so you can stay up to date on all of our videos.